Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down, ready, 125. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Ready. 25. 53. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Get out.
Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
50, 25. 53. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Again, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Bring it. Bring it.
Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 11 yards there, first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A handoff to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down now, it's Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir.
45. Stop your whining.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go, boys.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. That's like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Rush in! Rush in! Hey, express! Express!
Here's Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Smith running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
80, blue 80, back 25. All right, 25, ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Magoo. Pryor has it complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Let's get it. Ready up.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
I got you. I got you.
To throw is Magoo. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They will run with Grant. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
80 weapons. All day. Let's go.
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deidrin Sanat with a sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Let's go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Magoo. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Now Sean. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing here, Magoo. It's complete to Chris Conley. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. Okay, double up. Shoot.
Magoo back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jack Crawford forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. They find some open field here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, this is brought in by Pryor. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terrell Pryor, 35 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Winford.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
First down. Here we go. 60 outlaw.
53. Mike, 53.
Watch the curl. Let's go.
Here's Schaub. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
All day.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Rolls. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
10-2 soft.
I got deep third. We got trips over here.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Keep playing. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the floor. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, echo. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
18 Gator. 52's the mic. Got one. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, check 24, check 24. Let's go.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On 2nd and goal. Schaub, his pass caught at the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. You don't want none of that. Go. 552.
Back to throw here. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve, 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's...
And he's into the clear. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 98 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check back, check back.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gray. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got you, son.
Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Schaub now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schaub, and he will find Ridley on the left side. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check. Leo. Check.
Now here's Hill, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 13.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Double tight. Everyone go.
5.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
42. Ready?
2nd and 4. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch twist.
X3. 218, chop.
Now Magoo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jack Crawford able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. To throw is Magoo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Down. 260 Pittsburgh. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now the former Oregon man. This is Kenyon Barner. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Number 53, Mike 53. Switch up, switch up. Big Griffin.
It's brought in by Janis. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Big hit. Set, ready? 8, read. Check, 53, Mike. I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Sean. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, alert. 6-6. Bullet high. 5.
Pryor has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Howard Wilson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Cut. Mike, 53.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The Jaguars play to win. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
On deck, punt.
Ready.
Caught here by Conley. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Go.
Here's Schaub. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Barner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's him. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Schaub now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Jeff Janis, 42 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score, Falcons 27, Jaguars 20.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Raquel Armstead, 96 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambo on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Let's go. 8, read.
52. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Trickstone, travel.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing it deep for Janis. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jeff Janis ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 30 base. 45. Ready?
Magoo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
15. Know your job.
Magoo back to throw. And this is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Jaguars on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on you.
He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the set. 45 to Mike.
Here we go.
Watch right. We got right. So
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, Parker, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Now a run for Barner. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ready, ready!
They run again with Barner. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Set, 8, read.
45 to Mike. Watch the run.
Big Griffin.
Throwing here, Magoo. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Now Magoo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run. It's Barner. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll run it now with Barner. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Johnson, the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Not ready for this.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.